Mathematics NCERT. We will start from the first chapter, number system, and this is the very first video of chapter 1, number system. In this video we will discuss natural numbers, properties of natural numbers, whole numbers, properties of whole numbers. Now our very first topic is natural numbers. So numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all and so on are called natural numbers. We also call them counting numbers. So as you can see, 1 is the smallest natural number and the largest natural number is not defined here because the process of counting is endless and there will always be a number greater than that if we choose any number. Now we have some properties of natural numbers which we will see one by one. The very first property is sum and multiplication of two natural numbers is always a natural number, but subtraction and division of natural numbers is not always a natural number. We will see this with an example. So suppose I take two natural numbers. Let me take 3 and 7. Both are natural numbers. Now if I add them, 3 plus 7, which is equal to 10, which is a natural number as we know. Now if I multiply them, 3 cross 7, which is 21, which is again a natural number. Now what if I subtract them? 3 minus 7, which is minus 4, which is not a natural number. This is not a natural number. Now what if I divide them? 3 by 7, which will be not a natural number. We know that the answer will not be a natural number. Hence subtraction and division of natural numbers is not always a natural number. Now the second property is addition and multiplication of natural numbers are commutative. We will see this, like if suppose same as previous one, we have two numbers, suppose 3 and 7 again, which are natural number. This was the example of first property and this is the example of second property. 3 and 7 are natural numbers. Now if you add like this, 3 plus 7, which is 10. Now what if you add like this, 7 plus 3, you will again get 10. So these two things, these two ways of adding the two natural numbers is same. This is what commutative property says. It says that if a plus b is equal to b plus a, then the addition will be commutative. And here we are taking b, a and b both as natural number because we are discussing natural number. Okay. Now the third property, first we will see the third property and we will see its example. So the third property says additive identity, multiplicative and additive inverse for natural number does not exist. And the fourth one says 1 is the multiplicative identity for natural numbers. We will see both with a single example. So we will first see what is an additive identity. So if I take a number a and I add another number b in it, and if I get back the same number a, then b will be called additive identity. So if I take like 2, which is our a as a natural number, and if I want to add something in it, a number which will give me the same number 2 again, so definitely the number will be 0. So 0 is additive identity here, but as you know, 0 is not a natural number, so the additive identity for natural numbers is not defined because 0 itself, which is the additive identity for addition, is not in the natural number set. Now the second thing is multiplicative inverse and additive inverse. We will see these two. Before that, we will see the multiplicative identity, that is property number 4. So if I have a number a which is a natural number and I multiplied it with another number b, and if the result is again a, then b will be called a multiplicative identity. So see here, if I take 2 as an example and I multiplied it by 1, then we will get back 2, as you know. So 1 is a multiplicative identity here, and it exists for natural number because 1 is itself a natural number. Similarly, if we talk about multiplicative inverse, we have two natural numbers a and b, and their multiplication should be equal to 1. So if I take as an example a as 2 and if solve for b, we will get b as 0.5, which is not a natural number. That's why the multiplicative inverse for natural number does not exist. Similarly, for the additive inverse, if I add two natural number, it should be 0. Solve for b, we will get b is equals to minus of a. If I take a as 1, we will get b equals to minus 1, which is not a natural number. Now the property number 5th, which is the multiplication of natural numbers is distributed over addition. So if you solve for RHS by taking a, b, c, any arbitrary numbers, take a as 2, b as 3, c as 4, or whatever you want, then if you solve for LHS and RHS, you will get the same value. So this is the proof here. The next topic is whole numbers. Numbers like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and so on. These are whole numbers. So you can see here that 0 is not a counting number, which means 0 is not a natural number. The smallest whole number is 0, but largest whole number is not defined. Similarly, we have in natural numbers, the largest natural number is not defined. Now we have some properties of whole number. So the very first property is sum and multiplication of two whole numbers is always a whole number, but subtraction and division of whole numbers is not always a whole number. This was same as the property which we studied in natural numbers, but this one is for whole number. So we can say the first one is this property. We will see its example. If I take 1 and 2, which are the natural numbers as well as the whole numbers, instead of this I will take 0 and 2, okay, because this was the example, this was like the example we studied in natural numbers case. So if I add 0 plus 2, we will get 2, which is again a whole number. If I multiplied 0 cross 2, which is again 0, which is a whole number, so the multiplication and addition of two whole numbers will be a whole number. Now what if I subtract these? 0 minus 2 will be minus 2, which is not a whole number. Similarly, 0 divided by 2 which is 0, which will be a whole number, but the second. Let me take another example. If I take 1 and 2, which are whole numbers, and divided 1 by 2, which is 0.5, which is not a whole number. So the division of two whole numbers is not always a whole number. Now we have the second property. Multiplication and addition of whole number is commutative. Similarly, we have a property in natural numbers. This is same the case with the natural numbers. 0 is the additive identity here for whole numbers. As you can see, I already told you that if I have two numbers a plus b and the result is the number a, so b will be called additive identity, and in addition case this is 0. So 0 is additive identity, we know, but in natural number case the 0, which is the additive identity, does not exist because 0 itself is not a natural number. But here in case of whole numbers, 0 is a whole number, and in this case it exists. So the additive identity for whole numbers exists. Similarly, we have multiplicative identity for whole number, which is 1, and which is again a whole number, so it exists. Additive and multiplicative inverses for whole numbers does not exist. You can see it like if I take numbers like 2 and 3, so the additive inverse will be 2 plus b is equals to 0, b equals to minus 2, which is not a whole number. So the additive inverse for whole number does not exist. Similarly, if I multiplied b, which is equal to 1, which is the multiplicative identity, b is equals to 1.2, which is 0.5, not equal to, which is not a, sorry, not equal to, I said this is not a whole number. So again the multiplicative inverse does not exist. We have 2 cross b, which is equal, should be equal to 1, multiplicative identity. From here we get b is equals to 0.5, which is not a whole number. Now we will conclude the video with some important points. So as we studied, now we know that all natural numbers are whole numbers. As example, we can take 1 as it is both whole and natural number. Now you studied that all whole numbers except 0 are natural numbers. So you can verify it because 0 is only a whole number, not a natural number. So I hope you like this video. If you like this video, then do hit the like button, subscribe and share.